You know, it's crazy. Math I thought was gonna be like the hardest one. He's being super. He's
We need to watch Chi-Town. I mean, the Chi.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Chiefs going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry,
it's
EA
raining in
Sports
Pittsburgh.
coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Keenum, eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. From the 50, it's Keenum. And quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. On second down, Roethlisberger. Incomplete. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Murray. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go! Green 39! Keenum to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
I pressed the motherfucking jump to catch the ball, bro. What the fuck?
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 15-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. A beautiful fake. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, Let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
Come on, man. That nigga couldn't get a yard, though.
Pretty good gain on the ground. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Gonna look deep for Wilson. He's got it at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes
for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Damn.
Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is what
I had the interception, but the nigga bumped into me, though.
But he apparently
Oh,
did not
man.
get the 2 feet down inbounds.
He couldn't plant his feet. All right.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Roethlisberger. And he finds it down. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Counter, here's Bell, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Eli Harold in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Spencer Lanning now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
Damn!
On
Come on!
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
I threw 3 picks in the first half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the
Come
middle.
on,
So
he
they
put that
took a
bitch too
shot
far.
on first down, but couldn't connect.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That
This
confident
nigga
veneer
wide the
that you
fuck
have.
open, bro.
It's
He
chipped
throw that
away a
bitch
little
so
bit.
damn far.
Maybe a little bit gun shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now
Fuck
we're
y'all
going to
challenge
New
it
York,
for.
right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Back to the air. Keenum on second down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Keenum. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good
fourth and
defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Oh, perfect.
He ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if.
That fucking
the
ball
defense
out.
on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Oh, we got that
And
bitch.
it's intercepted.
Oh, man.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll try to right side with Murray.
Oh, big boy stayed with me.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Keenum.
What the?
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
That nigga jumped high. Man, come
Near
on.
the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll
Thank
look
you.
to throw.
Run that bitch back. Oh, oh man.
These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll run the counter with Murray.
He let him go.
Able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
Fuck would he let him go?
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, Keenum.
Oh,
Stealing
shit.
pressure too much here. He's going down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. The final shot before the break, Keenum. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Get the fuck out of here,
So
bro.
a decent gain, but
They
all for
kicked
naught
me
on the penalty.
completely out
It's too
the
bad,
fucking
isn't it? They were feeling
field
pretty
goal,
good
all
about
that
it.
shit.
The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. The final shot before half for Keenum. Gonna look deep for Wilson. This is
Oh, he
inside the
caught that
15.
bitch though. God
So we've
damn.
reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with
This
Larry
game
Ridley
ugly.
on our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
What?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, calling the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think just
What the
plays
fuck?
to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The hell is... How the hell he catch that bitch?
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger, a screen to Bell. And
Good
he'll lose
shit. Let's
yardage
go.
here, back at the 41. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Spencer Lanning now as he's on to punt for
10-0.
Pittsburgh.
Crazy.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now Keenum. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That was second down run for Murray. Murray, strong running. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Keenum. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Listen, B.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game,
throw the ball, nigga. Oh, thank you.
Some of those tackles will go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. A shotgun snap for Keenum.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Uh-oh, fumble. Feel a fumble coming. Oh,
starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
After the interception, here's Keenum.
Oh,
It'll be intercepted. Picked off, William Gay.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on
what the
heels.
fuck was that?
Yeah, it's
That's a
almost
clear
like a
hit
sudden
stick.
change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Finds a seam inside the 40. Over the middle, complete. It's James. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And
Damn.
get him down, but not before he takes
Defense
it
strapped, though,
40-yard
boy.
line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Keenum now on first down.
Pick.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Keenum ain't got that goddamn.
Sometimes
He
you have
put
to
no
take things into
mustard
your own
on the
hands,
ball,
don't you?
man.
I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to
Look,
continue to
Carl.
play at that level.
Look at him. Oh, you can't see him, man. Cruising. Bundling up on the pillow.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, here's Keenum. Throw left side complete.
Oh, he almost broke that shit.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down.
God.
Keenum now on first down. It's
Kelsey with the routes.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down
This
to
nigga
the
ain't threw a
25.
touchdown yet.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up first and 10. To the air again, Keenum.
Throw the ball, nigga.
No escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
She got a lot of sacks and picks this game.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Out to the right here to Wilson. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open.
It's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception.
Come on, man. What type of shit is that?
30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. A toss to Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. To throw is Keenum.
Do my eyes deceive me?
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Albert Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage yardage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Damn, what type of tackles they doing?
The screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, yeah, nigga, stop.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
Here's Roethlisberger.
Oh, drop the ball, man.
He'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They go with Murray again. Murray fighting.
Murray fumble.
And it's picked up by the Steelers.
She scored at the end of the game. That's a bullshit.
Pittsburgh. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
And now out come the Steelers. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize. And that's
God damn.
And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Second down following the run. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down.
Oh, TJ Watt.
Games out.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
No, not running. Keenum wants to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, pass interference.
Wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. In the red zone this time. Working from the gun, Keenum.
Throw the ball, bitch.
This time as he'll go
God
down.
damn.
They got him for a sack. Sean Spence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Keenum. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. And it's third down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was it? Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it.
Oh, couldn't turn upfield, though.
6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first
I missed
down,
that
but
motherfucker.
taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. second down. Here's Roethlisberger. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the Steelers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. And out come the Chiefs now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is madness. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But that's the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Chiefs, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sport.
Can you come in when you're done? If you're done. You always ask me if I want help. I'm asking for help and you dogging me.
Alright, I'll be over there.